Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. This is the second time I'm doing this intro because OBS refused to, start the recording. Lovely. Lovely jobby. A few questions for XBC Sport. Which one of your drivers is the best? Frankly, they both suck, but let's say Andre. Pit crew review, one mistake, this is fine. Last race. We finished a solid P13, P14 thanks to a couple crashes and a retirement due to mechanical issues for Dreyfus. And we are, we're well on our way to not be, to be last. That's, strong objectives. Right now we're P7 ahead of Octane and Dragon Race Team China and way ahead of Predator, so that's good. And P14, P16 in the big standings, which is really not bad. Let's move on. Money-wise, we are in a bit of a pickle. 3 races left and we're spending more than we're getting, but we're getting a new sponsor. So they can pay for a few things. The car repairs have been finished. So I looked it up. More like it was a tooltip. You get the best 2 parts for next season. Now, I don't know if you get the band parts, because if that's the case, our gearbox is going to stay dreadful, but you keep the best 2. So let's try and use that. Okay. So we'll be done before the race. That's neat. Improving our new engine, which is totally legal. Don't look it up. Don't look into it. FIA or GMA. Letters. Okay. I'll look at the sponsors once we have all 3 on offer. Moving on. More races that will be happening in the background. Thank you. Wish you could skip that, but I understand the game needing time to simulate everything. All right. More scouting being done. We'll look at it in between the season. Yeah, very good. We will reach the end of races, which is more than we can say for a lot of our parts. Jesus, that's dreadful. Our designer likes taking risks a bit too much. Let's wait until we have 3 sponsor offers before we accept one. That's most likely going... I'm just going to take the one that gives the most cash, because there's no world in which we can satisfy their requirements of finishing P2 or whatever. Like, finishing the race will already be a neat result. Tondela, so Portugal, which looks suspiciously like Barcelona, by the way, but whatever. What is it? Medium fuel burn, high tire wear. Okay. Yeah, our cars suck. We're well aware. Yeah, second above, there's no world, so we're just going to take the cash from Northern Harbor. Because we're not betting on ourselves finishing second or above. It's not happening. So that should put us back in the positive. Not enough money to make a new part for the time being. And we're only going to get this sponsor renewed before the end of the season. How are we doing money-wise? Still putting a lot of money on the side for next year's car, which is good. I'm actually going to tone it down a bit because... Well, you'll see, but basically you want to put money on the side for the car, and you can use whatever you have left, but keeping a bit of money in your pocket actually helps, because sometimes the game will come up with suggestions for improvements, and you may want to take those and have a bit of cash on hand to do that. Factory stuff idle. Do we have anything left we want to improve? I mean, yeah, sure, these few percents. Better reliability. Yeah, sure, let's improve our absolutely trashed here gearbox. And, well, I don't know, rear wing. It doesn't break. Sure. And let's go. Time to go to Portugal. Well, I'm sure our car is still... Yep. Oh, we don't have the worst car on the grid anymore. Engine were 9th, brakes were last. No, gearbox were last, brakes were 9th, suspension were 9th. Okay, we have a slightly better car than the Predator one, but that doesn't mean much. 1 million loss during that race. We can handle that. It's only 1 million. It went down because I started setting up less money for next year's car. All right, and you can see that it's looking like a crooked Barcelona track. I'm not sure if it looks a lot like Estoril or whichever Portugal track they're inspired from. Okay, we'll use Jose. It's not like they can improve. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, it is not a low downforce track. It's very much geared towards acceleration and cornering. Oh, this is weird compared to my own save. It is high on tire wear. We'll go out on the mediums, and maybe at the end we'll use the softs just to see how long they last. Sure, let's set it up this way at first and take it from here. All right, I'll see you on the other side of practice. Or maybe I won't see you on the other side of practice. I had to show this. First run, the setup I showed you, 97%. It's going to be very hard going better than that. I think my best is 98. So I'm just going to tweak the downforce slightly and see what that takes us. But I just wanted to show you this 97% on our first stint. That's quite the result here. Not as good for Gomez's car, but yeah. All right. We'll see you on the other side. And here we are, Gomez with P3, Domingo only P11, but that's our reserve driver. And as usual, the AI being dreadful during setup. Not so much during the race. Let's go for said race. So, we couldn't unlock tier 3, which sucks. But I will go on the mediums. We're not using super overtake mode because it just destroys the engine, really. Temperatures are quite low, which means tires will take a bit to warm up and are not going to overheat constantly, which is always a welcome sight. And oh, it looks like I nailed the final tuning for Gomez. I mean, 95% isn't the best, but yeah. How many laps? 25 laps. We did give the mediums a performance boost, but okay. Do we start on the softs? Yeah, we're gonna start on the softs and try to break away at the start. We're starting near the top of the grid, so we'll start on the softs, and then if we need to, we'll go mediums. 98%, so I did get a bit better at the final setup. I just tweaked the downforce slightly every time and tried to get an excellent. Did not. That's okay. 98% is nothing to scoff at. So we'll start on the softs, do a quick first stint, and hope we can break away a bit. Then we'll probably do 2 medium stints or a medium and a soft. We'll see. Full push at the start. We'll tweak that at the end of first lap. And that's going to be us starting on the grid in P5 and 7. Reverse order from the championship. And here we are in Portugal. It's 5 lights. And away we go. Good start from Gomez and Anthony, but getting bogged down. No overtake, and actually getting overtaken, going wide at the first corner. Not great. Chu going through. But we maintained P6, P7 with the tiny bit of a gap to El Sadad behind on the mediums. It seems starting on the softs was not the worst idea I've had today. Now, let's see through the quick chicane. Anthony threatening Gomez. Don't overfight, guys. I know this is lap 1. Oh, that's close in the chicane here. Going towards the hairpin. Gomez attempting around the outside. 3 wide in front. That cannot be good. The top 2 are already checking out thanks to this battle. But Gomez going around the outside in the final couple corners, making 2 position. Can he keep them? Yes, he can. A very good job indeed from Gomez in P4. But the comeback is on. But no, he keeps it. He keeps it pin and overtakes Evans. Anthony's in P6 and already starting to be the cork in the bottle. Everyone is stuck behind her. I'm okay with that. Let's go a bit easier on the tires and the fuel. We kind of want to make them last. Already 18% tire wear in the first lap, so actually let's go neutral. We're going to keep on pushing, actually. We're going to keep on pushing on fuel, because I don't think these softs are going to be lasting very long, even without going ham on them. Anthony under threat by, well, the rest of the pack, really. She's backing everybody up, which is good for Gomez. But Anthony does get overtaken by Van Anen, and then by Gerard. And yeah, she's starting to fall like a brick, allowing everybody through, even on the medium tires, but they got way faster cars. It's good for Gomez. Gomez managed to get a couple seconds from his teammate backing everybody up. So if we can stay with Dreyfus and Tang, if Evans could slow everybody down like Anthony did, we may be onto something here. Already 70% tire wear, 69% left. That's not very nice, actually, which is why we're full pushing on fuel, because I don't think these will last 6 full laps anyway. Ideally, you want to box with as little fuel left as possible. Anthony is down in P11. Yeah, faster cars are starting to get through, but that's okay. That's what we were expecting. Hopefully, with a quick pit stop, we can... Oh, I did not change the pit crew. They may be tired. Damn it. Yeah, I was forgetting something. Gomez still in P4 with a bit of a gap to Evans. And Van Anen crashed. Okay, good for us. I'm sure he's going to be okay. Maybe that's copium, and Gomez attacking Dreyfus for P3, side by side, but no, not quite. Ran out of track to make the overtake, stuck around the outside. That's fine. Don't overfight though. A second and a half to Evans behind, who is very much backing up everyone. Hell, he's even backing up Anthony, and that's saying something. 57% left on the tires. Yeah, we're going to keep on pushing, and maybe check when we cross the line if we can go on high, or what we do for fuel. But I don't want to go below 20% tire wear, so yeah, full pushing may just be the way to go for fuel. I may have overfueled a bit at the start, but Gomez very much keeping with the top 3. Well, Santa Ana has kind of checked out, but they're driving a Predator, so they're probably going to break down at some point. Anthony down to P11, and along with Evans. Evans has stopped being the cork in the bottle, so Cavalcanti and Gerard can start chasing us on their medium tires. 3.3 laps to go now. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on pushing. If Gomez can stay ahead here, that will be actually very good for us. Santa Ana has checked out already. They're saving fuel. Not our strategy. Fuel level seems a bit low. You're fine. You got a good engine, so we can keep pushing. Anthony down in P14. And 2 laps of fuel to go, I think, is what we're going to be aiming for. That's actually almost perfect. Same for Gomez. Chill a bit. 3 laps. You should be able to make them last. Well, if we're boxing in 2 with Anthony, we need to box in 3 with Gomez. We're not double stacking. Not with such slow pit stops. Anthony has the perfect amount of fuel left, lost 2 laps, and tire wear should be okay. Gomez may have to go a bit easy on the tires eventually, but we're going to keep it that way for now, and as soon as we stop pushing in fuel, we're getting swarmed. Anthony down in P17. Yeah. Yeah, we need to play our strength here. Okay, Gomez, you will go easy on the tires. And Anthony, you will box next lap of fresh tires. Yes, I know you want to. We'll go on the mediums, because we need a bit of a longer stint. Now, 9 laps, and we'll go fast, 25%. Okay, they're still good. Our pit crew. We did spend quite a bit of money on them. Gomez is starting to fall down, but we're starting to see Evans is pitting, and we should see the top 3 do the same pretty soon. Gomez needs to take it a bit easy on his tires, because he's still got 2 laps to go. Yeah, the mediums is clearly our race tires. We just don't have the tire wear to do the 3 full stints on the softs, even without pushing. Down to P11. Okay, Gomez, you'll box this lap for a fresh set of mediums, and we'll also put 8 laps of fuel in your car. Okay, not a bad first stint, especially for Gomez. Now, it's just a matter of being able to keep it, and we are completely overfueling. I asked for 8 laps, I got 10. So try the undercut. Go full blast. You're almost in clear air, so you can push. Gomez, yeah, you're not. The tires are looking pretty worn. Below 20%, your car just stops on the track. And considering how fast we are, just to say not at all, we really don't want to be tempting fate here. We'll be a bit slow in the final 2 corners, but that's okay. Anthony, yeah, start pushing mean to try to undercut all of these cars. Well, maybe not everyone, but at least leave above P14, which is where you re-enter the track. Tires are nice and warm, so we'll go a bit lighter on that. And 9 laps of fuel, you'll push. Okay, they haven't pitted yet. Almost everybody stayed out. They will have to do 2 stops anyway, so I mean, Chu is still out on his tires. That may be a bit optimistic considering the tire wear, but you do you, boo. We'll tell Anthony to stop pushing, like, well, overtake mode when there's 1 lap of fuel difference between the 2. So we still have an offset for the final pit stop. Gomez has caught up to Evans. But I think we're getting slowed down a bit. Evans' tires are a bit worn. So hopefully he can make a move and stretch his legs a bit in front. Although I suspect a lot of the pitters... Okay, very good move from Gomez. I suspect a lot of pitters are going to be leaving the pits just around us. Yep. Okay, P10. We actually made a couple positions in the pits. Very good. Very good job from our resident Brazilian. He's now out on Senna, but he's doing a pretty good job right now. Okay, Anthony, you can... Oh, yikes. Yeah, around the inside goes El Sadat and Mello. Nope. Gomez says, not this turn, El Sadat. Maybe next one, but you're going to have to work for it. Now he's got the inside. Yeah, that's fine. And we can go on high. That's going to be 5.5 laps of fuel left. So 5 laps to go on the stint. Perfect. Will get us to pit lap 16 with 9 laps to go. That's exactly where we want to be. Okay, now things are settling down in this race a bit. Anthony in P14, 15, just as I say that. Still a good position. Evans just behind Gomez in the Predator. And Santa Ana still in the lead in the Predator. That first stint she got was very beneficial. She could just run away with it while we were battling behind. It's not good news for us, but I suspect in the last stint we're going to start seeing her drop. Good lap from Gomez. And Anthony catching up to Evans, who is dropping, one of our championship rivals. Well, the higher up we finish, the better in terms of money we get. It's only a couple of millions, but that's a couple parts that we can make for a new building. And Anthony makes it through Evans. Very well done. Gomez is 3 seconds off the road from El Sadat and starting to come under threat by Chu. So get into these tires a bit. You got a bit of margin. Chu has tires the same as us, basically. But tire wear, I mean. But faster car for sure. 13 start. Let's see when we cross the okay, 4.5 laps is perfect. Usually when you're in high consumption mode, you consume 1.1 times the fuel, give or take. So basically, instead of 4 laps, you want 4.4 laps to go to the end of your stint on push mode. Same with Anthony. We want her to be able to do 3.3 laps. She's got 3.6 as she crosses the line, so we are good to stay in this engine mode. Overtake is 1.3 times, and it hurts the engine a lot, the engine's condition. Fortunately, we've done a good job at fixing it, so... Okay, you're starting to get a bit of... tire wear. Cavalcanti cut a corner. Penalty! That's a penalty! It's a penalty to the Cavalcanti. Stop in 10 seconds penalty for Esteban Ocon. Wait, no. Okay, P12, P14... Let's go. Doesn't even get a penalty for that corner cut. Rigged. absolutely rigged. Good stint for now. Let's hope we get a good pit stop so we can catch Will Sadat, although even if we overtake El Sadat in the pits, I suspect we're going to get overtaken right as we come out. So it's more of a battle to keep P12, P14. I wouldn't be mad at such a result, especially considering Gomez's current form of 2.9. Dude, focus. Just because you don't have a car ahead doesn't mean you don't have Chu coming behind. That sounded wrong. Bouchon has crashed. Well, we'll take the free positions. Thank you very much. And that's going to be the pit in lap for Anthony. We'll go on the mediums again. Full fuel. Just perfect. And you can push a bit on this lap, on your in lap. Evans and Tang are in. Evans needs car repairs. Will he even make it fuel-wise to the end? He's going to have to be fuel saving a lot. Okay, Gomez in the top 10. Tang is already pitted though. We got team orders between Sabado and Girard. Interesting. People don't like team orders. Your marketability is questioned every time you give team orders. I've only ever done it once. Because of different pit strategies, and I got questioned immediately for it. People don't like that, and I just said, yeah, well, it was the right thing to do, and my marketability went down. And you don't realize how big of an impact marketability has on your sponsors. It's absolutely massive. We're talking millions per season. Okay, overtake mode. You should have just enough fuel to make it. Faith, mistake on the front jack. 11 laps of fuel in. That's way more than we need. Thank you. Well, at least we can go on high mode. It's only a second. It was still worth it. Okay, Gomez. Let's go. You're going to push. And wait, no, it's 10 laps, not 11. I got lied to. I got bamboozled. So we're going to keep a bit of fuel for now, and we'll see at the end if we can do a push. Anthony came out behind Santa Ana, who is on softs. Santa Ana is going to have to do some tire saving unless she's very good on the smoothness. Just enough fuel, that's perfect. You got some heat in these medium tires, so ease up a bit. Quite a few different strategies on this one. 10 laps of fuel, so you can push a bit, and you'll push on your tires. Leaving the pits in P15, way ahead of Santa Ana, who was in the lead, mind you, but dropped like a stone. Did they have a bad pit stop or something? Or maybe they had to fix the car. But now Anthony can go and try and catch up Santa Ana, who is going to have to do some heavy tire saving in her Predator. Gomez, if you can attempt the undercut, I'm actually going to tell you to push. Try to undercut a couple cars, or at least not get undercut. Let's see who is in the pits. Got a couple cars leaving ahead of us. That's okay, Marchetta stays behind. So we are on track, pun intended, for a decent result here. Still got 8 cars to pit. I mean, the only way we do not get the sponsor money is if we finish dead last of the runners. I don't see that happening. We are way ahead of Evans, but you never know. Okay, Gomez is starting to get his head back into the game right now, 3.5, but that's still dreadfully low. Okay, how many cars do we overtake in the pits? P11, with 3 cars still to box. It's not too bad. But now they have fresher tires, and these softs will go to the end even if they push on them. So I suspect Chu is just gonna overtake us very quickly, and Shah... Okay, that's 9 seconds. Shah may not make it, but I suspect Chu is just gonna fly by us. And El Sadat we're not seeing again. So we're in for a P12, I think. Okay, Anthony's tires are starting to be a bit toasty. Don't think we're making another position in the pits. No, certainly not. Oh, P10, never mind. Wait, Chu? I think the game is a bit bored. Rogers had to fix his car. Now everybody has pitted. We're gonna get eaten alive by Chu. Pun intended again. So we need to keep this 5 seconds to Santa Ana, and Gomez will be in the clear. So take it a bit easy. No need to push. What about Anthony? She is under threat from Marchetta, who's on fresher soft. Yeah, that's not happening. But Marchetta has issues with his car, and he's got 6 whole laps to go. So there's a chance that Marchetta has to box again. And now we're fighting Antonov behind, who is 3 seconds behind. Okay, take it easy, girl. Just need to reach the end, I think. For a P11, P14 probably, because I don't see Marchetta going to the end on such rough parts, but who knows? Tong's tires are starting to look a bit worse for wear here. 4 laps to go. He's going to have to take it very easy on those, or he's going to full push. Okay, you questionable decision, but hey ho, I'm not your team principal. Fuel wise, we're still good. We may have a bit of fuel with Anthony to push at the end, and Gomez is still doing great. Speed things up a bit. Antonov has overtaken Anthony. Can't say that was unexpected. Got fresher tires. And Shah is just... Oh god, Shah is completely overtaking Gomez here. There's no doubt about it. He's got better tires, fresher tires, better car, better driver, better form. And there it is. Son of a... Yeah, oh, well, he's going to make it fight for it. Gomez is not letting Shah through without a bit of a fight. Wearing out Chu's tires. Shah's tires. Playing the long game, eh? You're just fighting because you're bored on track. 3 laps to go, and Anthony's tires are looking a bit rough. I'm going to have to tell her to conserve a bit, so we don't dip too low. Santa Ana is in the pits for the 3rd time. Yeah, her first stint pace was just too much for her car to handle, I think. What about Marchetta with his broken car? Well, soon to be. He's not boxing, and he is 5 seconds away from Gomez. And 2 seconds a lap faster, a second and a half. So that would be rough, but he's gonna have to. Yeah, his tires are dying of death. Tong is gonna have to box. Come on, you can't finish on these mediums, even if it's 2 laps. Marchetta has a mechanical issue. There it is. I sure hope somebody picks up that phone because I bloody called it. And Tong is in the pits. Okay, everything coming up Millhouse. Okay, we can tell her to push a bit on her fuel. She's got more than enough for the last couple laps. Gomez in no man's land right now, but that's a good thing to be, a good place to be. And Anthony is now P14. Wouldn't be mad if that's where we finish. Push a bit. Anthony's tires are looking worse for wear. She will make it to the end. Evans is out of fuel. Oh my, Evans is having a mare of a race. 1 lap too early. You haven't gotten lapped. Well, they're betting on getting lapped. Well, better for us. Just take it easy on fuel. No reason to run out of fuel. You're 5 seconds ahead of Antonov. I think that's gonna be us in P11 and P14 before getting demoted for, you know, cheating cars. Not a bad race. Not a bad race. P11 is actually pretty good and only 2 crashes. Although Marchetta had questionable strategy. Pretty good overall. Let's see how many penalties we get because of our illegal cars. It sucks to have an illegal car and still finish all the way down in the order, but we're building for next year. We're building on illegal parts to learn how to build better legal parts, let's say. It's completely what's going on. Let's see. High chance of rule break, and... Oh! Okay, we take those. Cavalcanti did get the 10-second lap penalty, which means that Sabato actually wins. Okay, I'm taking these 17 points very happily. Now we've got Octane Race, one Octane, one Dragon Race team ahead of us, only by a few points. But yeah, I think we're making a good operation. Gomez But 2 points behind Anthony in the championship. Marchetta, having a mare, goes down in the order, and we're ahead of all of our rivals except Nick Chu by 3 points, which means we are still 2 points ahead of Dragon Racing China and 5 points ahead of Octane Racing. This is a battle for P7, which we are right now leading with only 2 races to go. Well, that went well. We still need to not get caught using illegal parts and our drivers to not completely bin it in the last couple races, which, I mean, still not sure how that's gonna go, but for now, it's looking pretty good. We're almost guaranteed to not finish P10 because Predator is that far behind in the order. Yeah, unless catastrophe, we are guaranteed at least a P9 in the team standings. And for the drivers, well, it's anybody's guess, we're really between, I mean, P13 and P18. Let's try to do good. It's not going to change anything. It's only the team standings that give you more money, but we'll try to get a good result. But that's going to be a problem for future tumbles because we're going to be stopping here today. Thank you very much for being here, everyone. I hope you had a good one. I sure did. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.